Hey, welcome to Trash Picture Show. This is going to be a very off-the-cuff video, and today I'm going to be discussing toxic fandom. Now, I've explained what kind of fandom is in an earlier video, and to me, fandom is an escape, a very passionate escape, a love for something, be it Star Wars, be it Pokemon, be it Steven Universe, be it Aliens, Jurassic Park, vampire movies, werewolf movies. If you have a passion for something and it's your escape and you read books or collect comics or action figures, it's something you love doing. But what happens when that passion becomes toxic, becomes like a venom, and you end up spewing it on people either connected with the fandom that you love, like stars or directors or stuff like that, or other members of the fan community. So I'm going to break it down into two parts and look at when toxic fandom inflicts itself on those involved in the property you love. I think the two biggest recent examples I can think of is Kelly Marie Tran, who played Rose in The Last Jedi. She removed her Instagram due to a slew of really horrible kind of statements and comments and okay, if you don't like Star Wars The Last Jedi, that's fine. Comment on the movie. Leave comments about how you didn't like it, how you have issues about it. Put together your kind of reasoning behind it. I have two friends, two close friends, who have opposite ends of the spectrum. One guy doesn't like it and one guy loves it. And they didn't feel the need to like slur or insult members of the cast or kind of slur or kind of bitch or bash people who had an issue with it. Um, my thoughts on it, that's for a completely different video. But they were civil. They expressed their points and they didn't feel the need to attack anyone. Kelly Marie Tran was attacked about her weight, her ethnicity, her gender, and it's like if you're bringing things like that into the reasoning of why you didn't like this movie, then you have your priorities wrong, my friend. That is the most fucked up thing ever. That's like if if you had issues with her performance and like be it her acting and stuff like that, that's great. Have constructive criticism, but don't bring parts of a person's race or gender or their weight into it. Like it's that's not priority here. What's priority here is that you didn't like the movie, and if you didn't like the movie, maybe you should constructively criticize it rather than going after someone's gender or race or stuff like that. That's completely below the belt, and I think that if you're going to be resorting to that, then you're part of the fan community that can be done without. A second incident occurred with Millie Bobby Brown, 11 from Stranger Things, where she deleted her Twitter because people were putting up kind of comments, get down Bobby Brown or brim down Bobby Brown, and it's it's the most shittiest thing ever. A 14-year-old, I wouldn't even call someone at 14 a teenager yet. I'd call them a child because it is the most horrible, vitriol thing to go against a 14-year-old girl, a child, a young female who's at the most vulnerable point in her life, to be hit with a slew of like insults and comments from fucking strangers who don't know her. That's seriously, you have to be an absolute piece of shit to go targeting and attacking a 14-year-old fucking girl. That's if and people have said, "Oh, well, I'm fans of the show and we're just pranking." It's like that's not a prank. That's absolute fucking bullying. That's what it is. Don't I don't like people who use the term, "Oh, it's a prank." That's bullying. That's what that is. 100%, without a doubt, that is bullying. And anyone who does that is it's you're missing something in your life. You've really fucking dropped the ball. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to kind of figure out the thinking of these people. But if you're going to the extent to do this to something you like or love, then it's like, what's your fucking deal? That's the most fucked up thing ever. Um, I I'm amazed that people who claim to love something turn on the people that star or create it. It's just like these people are paid. They're human. They're not here to facilitate your fucking needs. They're doing their best. They're doing something to create what you love on their own means. And the fact you're attacking them for that, that is fucking disgusting. And leading on to the point of bullying, when toxic fandom attacks other fans, again, I want to reiterate, for me, fandom is an escape. It's an escape to a place that's safe, where you don't have to deal with shit at work, where you don't have to deal with shit at school, where you might have issues with your parents or family members or friends. It's an escape. It should be a safe place. But what happens when that safe place becomes just as toxic and vitriol as your outside bubble, as the outside world? That fucking sickens me. That targeting another fan. The biggest example I've heard where things have gone so fucking bad is with a young girl, a Steven Universe fan, who drew her own fan character slightly out of proportion and disproportion from what the character is originally based on, and she was hit with a slew of bullying to the extent she tried to take her life. What's what's fucking what's wrong with you that you need to make someone else's life shit and target them? That you guys love the same thing. You shouldn't be like turning on each other or a fan community. The thing I love about fan communities is the most is you can have conversation, you can chat to like-minded people, but when it becomes so toxic that members of that community are turning on each other, that is fucking insane. That is sickening to me. That's I think you should have a kind of set of rules or thoughts. Think about stuff before you do it. Or like, okay, I disagree with this person's point. You should if you disagree with the person's point, state your case and don't engage. Don't be confrontational, because that doesn't help your point and it doesn't help the other's point. It turns into kind of a war of words, which in any real world or other world scenario doesn't work. You put your cases down, and even at the end, if you don't agree, just go, hey, this is just my opinion. That's yours. I appreciate my one. I respect yours. Let's just agree to disagree. I know that's easier said than done, but again, at the end of the day, this is an escape for people. If you feel that this is how you need to kind of express your fandom and escape and be passionate, that's cool. But also remember, that's how another person feels. That's, again, I'm not a doctor or psychologist. The way I view fandom is as an escape, as a way to get through the daily kind of turmoil and stuff in life. Again, if fandom should be a safe place. It should be where people can chat and have discussions about um, about the things they love. And like, if you disagree, that's cool. Have a dialogue. Don't resort to name calling. I have no illusions. I don't think this video is going to make a shadow of a difference, but I'm just giving you my own 2 cents. Have a discussion, have a dialogue. I'm even guilty of it. I'm guilty of, in the past, getting heated in conversations about stupid stuff, about aliens, about Predator. But then you remember, this is just, for lack of a better term, and I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, It's make-believe, but it's fun make-believe. It's an escape. Again, this is the word I'm going to push. It's an escape. This is make-believe. It's not life or death, and it should never be fucking life or death. This is something people just escape and are passionate about. So, what's my final thoughts? My final thoughts are that if you're a fan and you're kind of being bullied or harassed or anything, just block the people out. Don't like engage. Don't get involved, because people like that want you to engage and want to start a fight and want to kind of set you back and call you names and point out your shortcomings. But don't engage. Don't. It's not worth it. If you love something, just love it, be passionate about it, and don't end up kind of resenting or hating it because of another bunch of people. And I've seen people who do that as well. I've seen people who have kind of gone off stuff because of the fandom. I myself, I'm slightly embarrassed to be a Rick and Morty fan over the whole Szechuan sauce thing. That fucking thing was crazy. I don't know, would you call that toxic fandom? I think you'd call that crazy fucking fandom. But yeah, just if you're a fan of something, love it, be passionate about it, but don't push your views onto someone else. If you have a disagreeing view with someone, have a conversation, have a dialogue, but don't try and force your opinion on them, or don't let them force their opinion on you. And keep it civil, keep it safe, and enjoy it, because that's what fandom is. It's about escape, and it's about passion, and it's about a safe place. So yeah, keep fandom a safe place. Have a good one. Bye now.